What time is it, Tony?
Too early, it's 4:30 in the morning.
And we're at Heathrow, Terminal 5.
At the pod parking. What are we even doing? We are going on an extreme day trip.
/ British Airways Tier Point top-up run.
/ my first business class flying experience on BA or anywhere. So there's 3 parts to this video. We're only spending 8 hours in Belfast and then we're turning around and coming back. We haven't packed a bag.
No, we've literally travelling light.
Yep. And we're going to see what we can see in Belfast. We're going to the Titanic Museum at the very least. We have rented a car, so God knows what we're going to get up to.
But first we're going to get the pod across to Heathrow Terminal 5, go through, find the lounge and have some breakfast.
Yep, and hopefully get some better lighting. Come with us.
If you don't know what we mean by tier point run, this is when you take a flight anywhere quickly and cheaply to build up your loyalty balance, aka your tier points with British Airways, to allow you to progress to the next executive club layer, which has all sorts of perks.
That was really quick. The pods were 5 minutes. And
we had to share a pod though, so we couldn't film inside.
That's all right.
They're extremely experiencing high demand in the pods today.
And if you're wondering what Heathrow looks like at 4:30 in the morning on a school day.
5 o'clock now.
5 o'clock, okay. This is what it looks like. We got a really good deal on business class seats or Club Europe seats on BA this time, and one of the benefits is speedy security. So because we have no bags to check, we just go straight through to security. This is so weird. So we just left the fast track security, and we should have mentioned that we are traveling without teens today. It's just us. They've gone to school.
So it makes a change to be in a quiet airport. Not that Heathrow is ever quiet, but
No.
we usually travel in the holidays, so it's always mobbed. So it's really nice to be here this morning, and there's not really anyone here. It's like what real people get to do when they travel without children.
It's really weird. It's the 13th of November.
Yeah.
And the Christmas decorations have already gone up. Which way do we go?
Up the escalator. So that's what you get if you're like flying in very expensive classes.
Club Europe or business class gets you entrance into the BA Business Lounge. This was one of the things I was looking forward to most about this trip. This is our little tour of the Heathrow version of the BA Business Lounge.
There are a handful of lounges for business class at Heathrow, the north and the south, and there's also one at the B gates.
There's plenty of places to sit and charging points, and although we're not traveling with children or teenagers on this trip, they did have a space for little ones, including PlayStation and places to have a nap even, so it's worth doing with your family if you can. Before I forget to say this later, it smells like the Disneyland Hotel in here, like that smell. It's really nice. Obviously, everything's included, all the food and drink in the business lounge, and that actually keeps costs down. We're going to go through a full rundown of all the costs of this trip at the end, so make sure you stick around to the end. But when we say free drinks, we mean everything, including champagne, beers, wines, and also soft drinks. In the interest of science.
And reporting duties.
It actually looks that way because it actually is strawberries. And strawberries aren't perfectly red. It's nice.
The raisin, wasn't there?
Yeah, but you don't like raisins on stuff, do you? Did you want that one?
No, it's fine, I'll have one of these.
In the name of science, I had to try both.
They're very fresh and flaky, so that's good.
Heavy.
10 out of 10 for the pastries, they're really good.
I haven't tried those yet. Got a little cute, like, tiny
I'm having
forks and
breakfast on
knives.
the world's smallest plate. Nay! Well, that was a jolly nice start to the day. Very relaxing, tasty little breakfast. And now our gate's open. This is just nice.
Let's go.
Ready for breakfast number 2, Tony?
No. No, I'm not.
Oh, I just got some chins there as I laughed as well. Maybe I shouldn't have
Don't laugh.
breakfast number
No,
2.
just don't laugh. So we're about to board with a driving license. No passport. This is so weird. Okay, so I was disappointed that it was 3s and not 2s. Beth just informed me that we get the middle seat.
Yeah, that's the only difference is that you get, like, there's no one in the middle.
Okay, good to know. So we just found out that we do get Wi-Fi on this because we're so good. Apparently. That says there must be a new thing. Fancy. There's no one around. So this flight was so short, like 45 minutes, that you barely have time to get into the air before they start bringing around the breakfast. Welcome to Belfast.
What a teeny tiny airport. You could put it in a pocket.
Welcome to Northern Ireland. I've never been to a British airport this small. As I said at the beginning, we did rent a car for this trip, but Beth found out when we arrived that might have been a mistake.
Would have been £5 a day. Yeah, we could have done it a lot cheaper.
So we would have saved £30.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't have had the freedom.
You can get a Metro Day ticket for a £5, and it's only £2.30 to get into the city centre.
But Beth just mentioned with the bus, we would have had to leave earlier and wait for a bus and had less time. We've only got 8 hours in Belfast. So let's see what we can do. Oh, it's tiny, cute. And just like that, we're at the Giant's Causeway. Apparently, at the Giant's Causeway.
The visitors centre is closed today, of course.
And
where's the gate? That gate there?
I think so.
Oh my God, they've got a robot cutting the grass.
That's amazing. So this is the Causeway Hotel. We're going to go to this in a minute once we can try to see the Giant's Causeway. And they do have toilets here. It is £10 to park.
Gee. I think you have to go across the grass anyway.
Do you?
Yeah.
Let's hurry before the robot gets us.
Is that right?
Yeah, the blue one's the one we want.
We'll do that one then. Just be careful you don't slip. Oh, that's it there, isn't it? That's bit that sticks out.
It's quite pretty even in the dark mist. So it's like an hour, a little over an hour to drive here from Belfast.
We couldn't see anything because of the cloud and the fog and the mist.
No, it was a really boring drive, which is why we didn't show you anything.
But it's pretty cool here.
Yeah, it's lovely.
I don't know if that's, I think the causeway's down here, but I don't really understand.
No.
If that's it there, or if there's more around the corner.
We'll go that way. Elizabeth finds winter wear difficult.
Elizabeth hasn't worn this coat since Alaska.
Oh, that's been a while. Yeah, Beth said the good thing about coming right now when the weather's like this in mid-November is that there's no one here.
And also you kind of think this is how it's probably meant to be. Like
Yeah.
it's shaped like this because of weather like this. Like the plants that grow here because of this weather.
Bracken. Apparently that's called bracken. Is this it now? This is the main bit.
Yeah, it juts out, doesn't it?
So Beth reckons this is the main bit because it's jutting out. You think this is the main bit?
You think that's the bit there?
Yeah. But this is quite impressive too, like it's like a sheer cliff face.
Watching the birds and everything. Massive birds, I don't know what they are.
Yeah, it does feel like you're at the end of the earth. It is quite calm here. It's sheltered. So that's where we are.
There's Glasgow, we're here. The Lake District is down there. So the idea is that a giant apparently threw some stones. And then from that island apparently, there's a rope bridge that goes to the island, you can actually see Scotland.
Well, not today.
But you can see how high up the country we are.
Yep. It really is cool. So we're on the Blue Trail. And look at that.
You can see why it's different, look.
And these are naturally occurring in this shape, these rocks.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have been, it's all of them, look.
So weird.
It really is crazy. I have no idea what's down here. It's more of the same. Although they're not as perfectly,
Huh?
they're not as perfectly hexagonal here. It's still lovely. Okay, so we're braving even though it's really slippery, we're braving
We should have worn our walking boots.
We should have. We're
There's
braving it out
bits
to
you
the
can
wishing
walk
chair.
on.
As long as you avoid the slick,
Yeah.
flat rocks, I think you're okay. I do have my new shiny shoes on. I'm just trying to get video evidence of them in box fresh condition.
Did you not think that you
Before
were
I
going to be
ruin them.
doing some walking though?
Not like this.
Did you not?
No. Well, this is worth it.
Yeah, this was definitely worth it.
What are you going to wish for? I'm going to wish for some cake.
Oh, do you have to wish if you're here?
I think so. It's the wishing chair.
No, that's the wishing chair where you sit on that one out there, I think.
Yeah,
but
well,
we're
I'm
not
not
gonna
getting
do
all the
it,
way
it's
out
too
there.
fast. That bus is a National Trust bus, and if you remember, it's free. They bring you down to the Stones, or you pay for it. But I'm not sure. I guess you did at the visitor centre. Visitor centre's closed today, but the bus is running, so
Strange.
I don't know. But we parked at the hotel, paid £10, and
we've
we're
gotta
going to
go
go in
all
there
the
and
way
get some
back up
coffee and
there.
cake and things. But yeah, it was really worth coming to. I'm glad we did it.
On the way back up, I'm wondering if they made this pavement to look like the, whatever they're called. Yeah, there was no view of anything earlier.
Yeah, there's a nice beach there.
There is. Right, so we've decided not to have a snack and a drink, and then we're going to wait till we're at the Titanic.
We're going to try and go in the Titanic Hotel, which used to be the offices of
Harland and Wolff.
Harland and Wolff.
Harland and Wolff.
That's the one. Not to be confused with the ones in Buffy and Angel,
We'll see you there.
which you think it's the same name.
Right, well, welcome to Titanic Belfast. It's hard to take in the scale of it, which I think is the point. We are going to...
It's so cool in here.
It is very cool. We're going to have something to eat before we go in. Our tickets aren't till 1 o'clock, so we got about 45 minutes.
Oh, they've got Irish lamb stew and Irish seafood chowder and stuff like that.
Lovely.
Here?
Look at the theming and the rivets and things.
Yeah, no,
let's
it's
eat
really
it.
cool.
Oh yeah, this looks really nice. Can I have some cake as well? Because there's some
Yeah.
carrot cake there. It looks amazing.
Look at that.
For the record, before we took this trip, Beth said, we won't need to eat in the day.
Oh
we'll
my
eat
God.
in the lounge, and we'll eat on the plane, and then we'll eat tonight again in the lounge in the plane. We don't need to eat anything in the day, but we're so starving. And then there's this. So I'm having the Irish lamb stew, and that's
I don't have a fork. I guess
Irish
you eat it
soda
with a
bread
spoon.
there.
Do we need
That's
to go
having, what is this? What is
This
this?
is chowder.
And then there's this sausage roll, which we've had cut in half. It's huge. That's massive.
Irish bread as well.
That's amazing. And I'm not being stereotypical when I say the potatoes are one of the best things in it.
And the potatoes in this as well. I'm not a massive potato person for soup, but this is seafood chowder and it's so nice.
And all of this, including the 2 drinks, was only £39.50. So Beth just tried the sausage roll.
I don't think I'm going to be able to finish my chowder, which is delicious. There's so much fish in it. Really good value. And now this is so
Look at all that
heavy.
meat.
It's just, look, we're trying now.
It's like all sausage.
You could just have that. It's fine.
But we had this too. Now I'm going to try this. Oh my God. It's like picking up a baby.
You can't pick up a baby with your fingers.
It's the same weight as a baby. Very nice. Well, that was pretty amazing at the pantry. We're going now into the merch store to have a look at the merchandise for a little bit of Christmas shopping before we actually go into the exhibit itself. Well, that was worth getting up at 2:30 in the morning.
That is incredible. It's so moving as well. Like, oh my goodness, like I could have cried. Like even now thinking about it makes me want to cry. I think as well it's really moving when you go on cruises a lot.
Yeah.
And so you, as you see it being built, you know, we see ships being built nowadays and just kind of
And
comparing
you have an idea of the
it
scale.
and knowing how everyone must have felt when they got on board as well. It just
Yeah.
really just makes you feel very emotional.
Yeah. The last bit was the best, most moving and most...
Yeah, they go right up to like the discovery of the Titanic.
Well done
It's
bit, yeah.
very, very good. It's brilliant.
We're going to come back with the kids at some point. When
Yeah,
they're out of
highly
school.
recommend. And it's so easy to do. You can do it as a day trip because you can get here really simply. And everything's here. You can walk into the city centre, there's places to eat. It's really good.
We've been to the Titanic Experience in Orlando, and that was special
And the
in a
museum
different
in
way.
Southampton.
Yeah.
Like nothing compares to
Nothing
this.
compares to this
This
at
is
all.
amazing.
So this is where they launched
This is
from,
the slipways, yeah.
and this is
So
Olympic on
obviously
the
it's
right.
been built in now.
Is this
It's
Olympic
been
on the
filled
right?
in, and Titanic was on the left.
Titanic on the left. And this is right in front.
There's a really good view from the windows up there.
Yeah. In the summer, this must be crawling with people.
Yeah, it's been really good because it hasn't been busy, but there's been people from all over the world here. Lots of Americans,
Yep.
lots of Brits, lots of people from all over the place.
Yep. When you look down, you can see the shape of it, but I can't make it out. Where the point of it is. Here's a funnel. It's circular. And I would imagine those elliptical things are representing the lifeboats and where the lifeboats would have
Yeah.
been.
And near here they also have this very cool Glass of Thrones, Game of Thrones thing, which is completely ironic because we've never seen it, but we're going to when we go back. So if you like Game of Thrones, you should come
Never
here
seen
because
it.
there's a studio tour and all kinds of stuff. Enjoying
No
yourself?
clue.
No clue.
Anyway, we're going to go see the SS Nomadic now, which I think is included in our ticket price.
It says it's the world's last remaining White Star Line vessel. Obviously they don't sail on it anymore.
Anyway, off to the SS Nomadic.
You are on the Maritime Mile. Oh, because you can go over there. 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 They're the Samson and Goliath cranes, which you can probably get a picture of. So that's where the slipways are, which you can see from down below.
So just to give you a wayfinding point, there's the Titanic Museum, and directly across the street is the SS Nomadic. There we go, the only surviving White Star Line ship in the world. Titanic's little sister.
We've just seen a wedding. The groom's side are Scottish because they're all in kilts. They're now playing My Heart Will Go On outside the Titanic Museum on the bagpipes.
On the bagpipes. Great. So this was Titanic's tender.
Yeah. This is very cool.
And the ladies' powder room. This is first class.
I'm sat on a White Star Line chair.
So this floor pattern was the same on this ship as it was in the Titanic for their dining room. This is the first class luggage. Oh gosh. Maybe we can go to the engine room as well.
I remember when we worked on ships and they came around and bolted those closed in your cabin, because obviously a lot of the crew cabins we used to have these windows, and that was like a luxury. If they bolted that down, you knew you were in for rough weather.
But we never worked on the White Star Line.
No, not that old.
Our little visit to the SS Nomadic was a great way to cap off the end of a really cool day in Belfast, and soon it was back to Belfast City Airport. Yeah, might as well, because that's where the lounge is. Let's go into the boxes, yep.
So we've just come to Belfast Airport, we've gone through security, and we've come into the Aspire Lounge, which we can use because they don't have set BA lounges here, and it is so nice. Look at this little booth.
And that's
And
the charging
just
points.
have a look how lovely it is. It's so modern and like refreshed. It's gorgeous. They've got the little Highland and Wolf things up as well, which are cute.
Yeah, they're all dressed for Christmas, all decorated for Christmas. So Beth's going to get some Tatoes to try. Tatoes are a brand of crisp or potato chip here in Northern Ireland, and I assume Ireland as well. I'm going to try them out. Here she comes, here's Tato girl.
So I've got you prawn cocktail to try.
Oh,
and
nice.
I'm trying smoked bacon. Then I'm going to go and make a charcuterie board, and then I'm going to have
Cake.
scone with clotted cream.
I'm going to have cake.
I'm going to read the back first of all. Set deep in Ulster's countryside is Tato Castle, where Tato have been made. You get irresistible crisps every time. Alright.
This is
I'll eat
crisps.
them. I think I was expecting something a bit more luxurious.
I won't read my Tato's bag, I'll just try them. Yeah, they're just kind of normal. They go well with the beer though. Okay, course 2 here at the Aspire Lounge. I got these cheeses and I got these crackers.
Well, there's actual clotted cream, because you won't get that on the flight later.
I swear to God, I'm not usually this gross. Beth tested these.
I had to check they weren't poisonous.
So this is part of our BA.
Because BA
Club
doesn't
Europe.
have a lounge here, so we use the Aspire Lounge.
How much is it?
£41 per person.
It's not bad.
No, but if there's 4 of us,
Yeah.
it's 160 quid.
Yeah, that's actually not great. So, this very messy scone. It's our scone tally of how much this costs. So, 140 per flight in business class.
I think we're more than that. Let me check.
Okay, while Beth's tallying that, I'll tally everything else. So, the car hire was £40. Parking at the Giant's Causeway was £10. Parking at Titanic Belfast was £5. Plus lunch at Titanic Belfast was £40. So far we're at 95. This was included. And how much was pod parking? 45. So that is £140 plus the flights, which were, drum roll please.
400 for the two of us, £200.
Okay, so that's £540 for an entire day, wall to wall, everything included.
We would pay that in seat charges, 2 flights, there and back to Orlando.
Yep, so keep in mind we did this to keep bronze status with BA, so that saves us money in the long run. So actually this pays for itself in the long run, because we don't have to pay for choosing our seats on the flights, and we get some other perks as well. But £260, we could go to a show in the West End and have dinner and spend that. And the train. The overall score for an extreme day trip to Belfast is maximum 10 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend it. Obviously you could spend a lot more time here. We wish we had.
Yeah, you can.
We wish we could.
Nice and things.
But it is fantastic. Yes, we didn't eat on the way back. If you enjoyed this video, here's another one that YouTube thinks you're really gonna like.